Hi. I'm Amy Feldman.
I'm Mara Allen.
And today we have Phem with us.
Yay.
Whose real name is Lib, and I'm having problems with saying the last name. Marsico?
Marsico, but
Marsico.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to
It is.
my story. Yeah.
Oh, your story.
I can't wait to hear it.
What is your story? Well, how did Phem come about?
So Phem is cute. It's like a 4-letter word, which I like.
Yes.
It's kind of ugly and cute, which I like. And also it comes from the word ephemeral, which means a memory or not lasting too long. It's also kind of
Smarty
feminine
pants.
and like there's, a sexual thing to it. Phem.
Yes.
I like it.
I do too.
Has many meanings.
I like you.
Yes,
you.
me too. We like having you here.
I know.
It's exciting to
You're
have.
our first female guest in person, and which is why I can wear this shirt.
Right.
And so I know you're a songwriter, and I know you're an amazing singer because, I don't know if you remember, but at the Christmas party, she was on stage singing.
Yes.
Superman.
That was one of my best highlights of my entire life.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Really?
I mean, think about the chances of that. How many people get to perform a song with one of their favorite bands and one of their favorite songs of all time?
I didn't know Goldfinger was one of your favorite bands.
Well, I mean, I just grew, like, my brother and, like, just, like, Tony Hawk and hearing that song, like, I was a fan of, like, that song and also just Goldfinger and the whole, it's, like, very much a part of, like, what's shaped me.
That is so awesome.
I love it.
I thought he was joking that night. He was like, so you want to come up and sing Superman? Like, and then he called me up, and I was like, holy fuck.
This is happening.
I almost forgot, like, all the words.
Well, I think we probably have a little clip of it from the party that we
Let's
can
see
post
that.
so people
It was
can
super
see
fast.
it.
They went ham on the BPM.
So anyway, that was my first time hearing you sing, and then I know you come in for a lot of sessions and help write. I know Tyler Posey's you're helping. Tyler Posey, you're helping with his album. Who else have you worked with?
The Hunna is how I originally met Feldy.
Yes.
Which I love those boys.
Yes.
And then I guess Escape the Fate. I've did some stuff with Fever. I did some stuff with, I don't know, I feel like there's so many now that, I mean, it's amazing. It's like iconic as fuck to just be here, honestly.
I love that you're here all the time. You don't live far, right?
No, I live in Sherman Oaks, so it's not far.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us the story that you have.
We want to hear the good juice.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what juice is to
Are you
tell.
from LA?
I am from LA, but I kind of like moved around a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually grew up playing drums.
Okay.
I did know that.
Yeah,
you were a drummer.
Yeah, I grew up playing drums, which is why even seeing the DJ AM kit in here with
That's
Travis,
right.
like I grew up being a drummer and then slowly kind of got into songwriting and then started writing for artists, and then eventually I was lucky enough to be asked to be on a G-Eazy track that I had written the top line for. They wanted to leave me on it, and so that was like the birth of Phem.
Nice.
Yeah, so, but drums were my first instrument with piano as well. Yeah.
Piano.
Oh, our girls.
I
Your
know.
kids play piano?
So we have them in lessons, but it kind of got canceled right now, and it's only on Zoom.
Zoom was not
Oh,
working.
But I was like,
Wow,
I
that's
don't want to
interesting.
do piano lessons on Zoom. But it's like, my kids fight me on it, but I know it's such an important instrument, and learning to read music, and it's a beautiful instrument.
Yeah.
And it helps
And-
with math, actually.
It does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, once everything is back in person again, I'm going to get my kids back started on it. But actually, I took piano as a kid, and then obviously I stopped.
Right.
But when the kids started taking piano, I kind of missed it. So I actually was taking piano lessons with them. Not with them, but I was doing my own lesson.
That's so fun.
So all three of us went to the same piano teacher.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think it's, obviously when you're a kid, you hate it. You're like, I don't want to practice.
All the fighting.
It's I guess just a thing that everyone knows, And when you're a kid, you take piano and you hate it and you get in fights with your parents about it. And then you
grow
just,
up and you're happy.
Yeah, and then you grow up and you either quit and you're mad at yourself for it, or you're happy and grateful that you know how to talk to people about music when you are in sessions. And
Pete once said that one of his things is he wished he did piano when growing up.
Yeah.
And I know it's so important. I know it's more than just like learning how to play the instrument, like you said, with math and reading, music and everything. But how did you know you were a drummer?
Well, my father's a drummer.
He is?
So kind of what ended up happening was my mom's a piano player, my dad's a drummer. So it was kind of the thing where I was
you're
like,
going to play drums,
you
honey.
had to play piano.
I was like, this is really hard. So I was like, hey, Dad, like, what's up with those drums? Like, maybe I could go to your side of things. And he was helping me, like, he taught me. And then eventually, you fight with any parent that's trying to teach you anything. So I went on to other teachers, but... Yeah, I was lucky enough to grow up with music in the house. It was never like a weird thing. I just always heard it. Yes. And I'm grateful that it was natural.
Part of your life.
So you play drums and you play piano.
I'm not amazing at piano, but I can do it. Yeah.
Were you ever in a band?
I did play in some bands growing up, and it's always kind of like a drama situation. I feel like it's like dating several people at the same time. But it teaches you to listen.
I just watched that documentary on the Go-Go's.
Oh, I want to see it.
It's really good.
I need to watch that.
They were all like sisters, and then they were all like enemies.
Damn.
That's not going to happen with us, okay? Everybody, just letting you know.
It won't.
We're in the sister mode right now.
Yeah, actually, we're babes, so I don't think babes break up.
No.
I don't think so.
Sister wives?
Sister wives.
That's another story.
That's another
what
podcast.
goes down in Calababes?
That's a whole nother podcast.
Laura.
Wow.
She liked that one.
Give me the Calabasas scoop though. Like, what's it like here? Like day to day.
Day to day in Calabasas. Calabasas is kind of its own bubble. Is what I like to call
definitely a bubble. Mm-hmm.
It's
actually,
very well
I used
manicured.
to think that it was like, oh gosh, we're in this bubble, and I'm actually really happy we're in the bubble because everything's so crazy everywhere, and it's like here we kind of have our normalcy.
I feel like it is as normal as you can be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Calabasas. I always was like, oh, I don't like Calabasas. I don't want to live in Calabasas. Because we looked out here a couple times when we were looking for houses. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, maybe it's the kid thing where I started liking the well-manicured lawns and the gated communities. And
the school districts.
Exactly. That's a lot of people move out here for that.
Right. Yeah.
And
something that you don't have to worry about for a really, really long time.
It's good to know, though. It's good to know because
this is where you'll
a
go
lot of
later.
people move out here just for the school district.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like really cool people that live in Calabasas.
I feel like it's becoming the new Beverly Hills.
It kind of, because Beverly, like honestly, like it's so crowded there. It's in the middle of the city. The traffic's insane.
Yep.
Here, it's like we're flying down, And
it's got everything here. It's got all good restaurants. It's got all the good shopping, all good grocery stores.
It really does, and you have all the nature.
Right.
So you're 20 minutes from the beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, shh.
Yeah. I know. Yeah,
What?
I feel you.
You don't want everybody to move
tell
here.
their secrets. Calabasas sucks.
Yeah, it's really lame here.
It's only good to watch on podcasts.
Yeah.
Really.
Where is the Real Housewives of Calabasas, though? We need that.
You're in it.
Here we go.
Here we are. So, if you're looking for a place to move, we could use a third on our show.
I feel you.
My gosh.
So, what's in store?
So wait, do you have an album that you're gonna put out?
I'm in the process of releasing my EP right now.
But you're a solo artist.
Yeah, as Phem. And I have, like, 2 singles that just dropped, and we're going to keep dropping more. Obviously, COVID kind of mixed up a lot of things for people in the release cycles, so we're being flexible, and actually there's a Halloween podcast that I'm involved in that's coming out on Monday with MGK, Ian Dior, 24K Golden, and this other artist, Dana Dentata. It's really funny. It's like a scripted podcast. It's a Halloween,
just
several episodes.
One Halloween podcast?
There's like 4 episodes.
But that's it?
Yeah, it's just for Halloween.
So we don't need competition.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to come on our show, and then you're going to start your own podcast.
No, it's literally like, it's like a script, like a War of the Worlds type, like, audio movie type thing. And, and with, like, an original soundtrack with, like, a bunch of artists, and it's fun. It's funny. So that's kind of happened in the middle of my release cycle, and then that, and yeah, I don't know, I've just been writing a lot with other artists, been in here with Feldy and Tyler, and I just kind of, I live my life very flexible because I feel like the best shit that's ever happened has been from the sky, and I can never plan for it, so I just stop trying to plan anything, because, like, I just sometimes something will appear, and I'm like, cool, I didn't even know that was going to happen, but, like...
Like going to a sex party?
She always brings up the sex, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Have you heard of a sex party before?
Well, no, but I mean, is it like, it kind of like speaks for itself, so.
I've never heard of one before, though.
Well, didn't they do like, what was that movie with like,
I'm talking about
Tom
real life.
Cruise and Nicole Kidman? What was that movie?
I don't know, but
that was a sex party. Masquerade, something or another, I don't know, but.
I forgot the name.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, apparently people have sex parties.
All right, let's hear about it.
Well, I can't talk about that because that is something.
Well, how about just in general? Tell us
have
what
you
a
ever
sex
heard
party
of one?
is.
I had never heard of one. No.
Okay, so you haven't heard of one either before.
No, I didn't know it was a thing, but apparently, like, people do that, and it's like very like, you know, you got to leave your phone at the door and be there. Well, that part's cool because it's like, who wants their phone anyway at a party? So I'm like, that should just be mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
But very interesting that people have them and that's a thing. I know.
How do you get invited to one of those?
Maybe you just have to exude sex. I don't know.
Amy, I think you might be getting some invitations after this podcast.
Tank top might be it.
I know, right? She's like, bringing the
boobs.
But explain to me what a sex party is.
Because
in my mind, when I hear that, it's you go there, you're naked, and everyone's just having sex.
I know, you would think that. Right? I mean, that's what I would think it would be. But I think more what it is the option to have sex if you would like.
But isn't that any option at a party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's bathroom. Okay. You can do it there or wherever.
Maybe they have like specific areas set up. So like if you're going to go do that, like you can go.
Yeah, I think that's more what it is. Like there's certain.
And they have a cleaning crew that comes through like after every session and like maid service. Because Amy loves maid. She loves to have the room cleaned.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't have a sex party in my house.
Isn't it a thing? I don't know because I'm like not married. But I'm wondering, is it really a thing where you have 2 separate beds? Is that like a thing? I've heard that that's a thing.
I've heard that with older people.
Exactly. I think it's older or people that snore a lot.
No, not that. That's not what I mean. I mean like 1 bed for like, and 1 bed for sleeping.
Oh. I've never heard of that.
I've heard of that like in the hotel room.
I feel like
she always gets 2 queen beds when she gets a hotel room.
Yeah, I'm like,
with her husband.
what?
That's cool. Maybe I heard it on like a therapy.
She's like, I kind of like that 2-bed situation.
There's 2 queens. I'm sleeping in 1 and John's sleeping in 1.
Just give me 2 queens and I'll be happy.
I know. Yeah, I guess like being in the same bed for like years upon years isn't as romantic because it's like covers and moving around.
You can get into like the routine. Yeah. Well, she has like Mochi in bed with them, so that is like always like
Mochi sleeps on my pillow with me.
See, that's one thing I've laid down the law with. I will not have my dog on my bed.
At all?
No. I mean, sometimes he'll come up in the morning for like a few seconds, but it's like on top of the comforter.
But not like in bed.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't either. No.
I can't either. but I don't have a choice because John is like, I want her here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she literally lies long ways in the middle of us, like another human is sleeping in the bed with us, or she's on my pillow with either the tail in my face or the nose in my ear.
So somebody doesn't sleep very well.
Okay. The other night, John was like, oh, God, Mochi kept me up all night. I'm like,
really?
how'd you like this? That's every night for me.
Yeah.
So, okay, so, sex parties.
Sex parties.
So,
well, that's all the details.
Does that
we didn't
just
get many
mean,
details.
Is everyone walking around naked? Is that what a sex party is?
I mean,
like,
I don't
leave
you
your
leave
phone,
your phone at the door, but what else?
I think what it is that there's staff who are naked. And they walk around with like trays and stuff. Like the people like working the party.
Okay, so it's
like,
kind of like going to a what is it?
A dinner party?
No. What kind of dinner parties are you going to, Amy?
Hey, that might be a move.
But is it like a guy walking around naked with pigs in a blanket? Like hors d'oeuvres?
Or
like
his
what is
pig
it?
in a blanket? Who's like it? I don't know.
I don't want
I don't really.
off of
I don't want to see
of
that.
a naked guy.
But I see what you mean. Like, you know, they're there for like, maybe they're cleaning things in their like little outfit.
To be honest with you, I
like
feel
topless maids.
Yeah, probably. I feel like there's different types of
sex parties.
Yeah.
But
I've heard of some where it's like, I mean, I won't tell you who, but someone told me that they've been to a sex party and it was lots of like elite, like VIP types, but you have to wear a mask to be. I've heard that from like a few friends of mine who are
That's a masquerade party.
Yeah, so you go with a mask on.
That's what your Tom and Nicole think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about.
Okay, so mask, no clothes.
Yeah.
You better be looking fly.
You better be looking real
to be
good.
like strolling around.
I way too
noodle.
many French fries for that part.
Yeah, if you eat French fries, you know that.
You're not going. You might not even get the invite, Amy. You don't know about
I
it
feel
because
like Amy would get the invite.
She might get the invite.
Yeah,
she
but
might.
you know what? Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, when
I
she
got a
RSVPs.
Netflix show to watch that night.
I know, right?
Netflix and chill.
I'm binge watching something.
Yeah. What are you binge watching right now? Do we have a binge watching show?
So I did The Great. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great, actually.
Netflix? Have you seen it?
No, but it sounds great. Sorry.
Oh, you know what I just watched? Did you ever watch Vikings?
I've watched parts of it. It's
Okay,
gnarly.
well, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that one of my favorite shows is on the History Channel.
Don't be.
But Vikings is like one of my top shows. So
it's pretty violent, right?
Yes.
She's not watching it for the violence. I'll just tell you that right now.
I kind of like the violence.
There's something else she's watching, and it's called a 6-pack or 12. I don't know. And a lot of hair.
I didn't notice any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, someone in it, one of the main characters, Ragnar Lothbrok.
Oh.
And
she can pronounce it, so we know she is a fan. This is a super fan over here.
So there's a new show. Anyway, he died on Vikings, so that ended my...
spoiler alert. Thanks. I guess I'm not going to watch it after all.
No, you should, because
I just downloaded History Channel.
It's on the History Channel, but it's also true.
Oh,
so
I love
you'd be all
true
over
stories.
that.
I'll stay up for like 24 hours if it's true stories.
Well, especially Ragnar. You're watching Ragnar, but also The Great is a true story too.
Okay,
so
I'm in.
You'll like that one. But anyway, the character Ragnar is now on a show called Raised by Wolves.
Okay.
So we just watched that one.
Nice. How many? What's it? Just like the first season out, or?
I think it was just the first season is out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very different. Like, you're like, what's happening? Do you ever watch Lost?
Yes.
Where you're like more lost once the episode ends than you were when it first started. And it's like...
I couldn't even get into that. I was too lost. Every episode was like, what is happening here?
Right.
Yeah, it just gets good. You're more lost. So, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
But it's really good because it's so different. There's the guy who did Aliens, that movie.
Yes.
Is doing this one, Raised by Wolves.
Okay, cool.
So what are you binge watching?
I am all up on Shameless. I'm obsessed. Obsessed.
I know that was like done and done.
I can't get enough of it.
It's so good. It is
I'm on
really,
season 8. I'm like, I don't know how many seasons this is gonna go, but
you're lucky you're only on season 8 because I think there's quite a few. I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I was on season 1 of whatever show.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are really good. That goes on for a while, and I think they're still making more. So get excited.
Oh my God, it's still going on?
Yes, I know. I don't know how, but you can always come up with some super gritty, like trashy, dirty, like drugs, sex, rock and roll, like I mean, it's the whole thing. It is shameless.
I get a lot of lyrics from that show, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Amy, why don't you tell her about your other show that you've been binge watching that you actually got me binge watching? Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you saw...
She's a little young.
I know, that's why I just stopped.
Yeah. I think she's way too young.
Kid?
No.
Oh, see.
Oh, didn't they make a remake of it? It's bad, though, right?
Know your audience, Mara.
I know.
Know your age.
Like I said, she hasn't watched it.
No, she hasn't seen Cobra Kai. She's probably like, what?
I mean, I briefly was like, what is this? And then...
See?
It's super cheesy. It's so cheesy. But
you like it.
We are a little from that era. So
we're like just a couple years older than you.
I know,
like kind of like the cutoff. Like
no.
I mean, I don't know if you have to watch Karate Kid to like it.
Right.
But you also...
Because they do backflashes.
Yeah, and you have to have an open mind that it's actually... We were like, this is so cheesy. And I'm like, oh, it's meant to be cheesy.
It's meant to be cheesy.
So if you keep that in mind, it's actually
You're
quite
in on
hilarious.
And she likes cheesy, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
It's all good with me.
I could get down with that.
Yeah. You know, if you have like, once Shameless is over.
I know, but then I already got to watch Teen Wolf because I told Tyler, I was like,
well then if you like Teen Wolf, I think you might like Cobra Kai.
Maybe it's like a slow, gradual lead up to it.
Speaking of Tyler, you know, his movie came out today, Alone.
I know.
But it's a horror, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to watch it. I'm sorry, Tyler.
We have to. We have to.
You don't like scary movies?
No.
You know what's crazy about it? It seems like it's like a quarantine type.
Like kind of like Walking Dead.
I know, but it's crazy because it was filmed before all this happened.
Oh.
I don't know.
The writer knows something we don't?
I think so.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it.
I know. Dawn and Julian love horror, so I was like, oh, Tyler's movie came out for you guys to watch.
Make sure you watch it and tell me what it's about.
Yes, because I get scared easily.
I do too. I'm not going to lie. I get freaked out easily. Even with like Handmaid's Tale, used to love that show.
Oh, so
but Mackenzie and I would have to watch it together because I'm like, there's no way I'm watching this alone.
That one is scary because I feel like
it's too real.
It could be real. Do you know what I mean? It's weird.
It is weird.
But I miss it and I want it back.
Yeah.
And you've seen Ozark?
No.
Oh, that's a really good one.
That is a really good one.
Really good one.
If you like thriller, killer,
what's your next rhyme?
Chiller. Because you want to chill while you watch it.
Yeah. Yes.
It does give you the chills because it's freaky.
It is.
But it's so good.
It's good to be freaked out a little bit, you know. All art should freak you out slightly. Right?
I think so. Are we going back into sex shows? I don't know what's happening here.
Hey, you give me like a quarter of a truly and I'm raging.
What happened?
Wait, let's give her another quarter. Past quarantine.
This is like my prime state of being. Just hanging with the ladies.
Hang with the ladies.
I don't want to be a Calababes babe.
Yes, it's so easy. You just
it is so easy.
hang out with
you
us.
already got a mug.
I know.
I'm close.
Yes,
I'm one
you
step
are.
closer. Hey, you never know. Can you tell me about the first time you and John met?
So John and I both, there's two different stories.
Oh, okay.
Mine is the truth. Okay? And
I bet I know what that story is.
I don't know if you actually do.
The truth is, he picked her up. But I bet his story is the other way around, okay? That's all I'm saying.
No, he'll admit. Okay, so I was at college in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and he played a show there. He was opening up for No Doubt.
Okay.
So I was going to see No Doubt. I didn't know who Goldfinger was. But all my friends did. and so no matter what, we were still going to the show.
Right.
So, and then when I heard it, I recognized a few songs like Here in Your Bedroom and Superman. So I'm there and with all my college friends, and then I got into a fight. And
like a physical fight?
Yes, I used to do that.
I'm actually shocked. This is something I was not expecting.
I knew you didn't know the story.
I was surprised it's not Allison that was actually in the fight, but okay.
I wasn't there. No, so I got into a fight because I grew up in New Jersey. Okay, so all right, let's get the giggles out.
I'm intrigued, people. Intrigued. Let's hear this. Let's hear this brawling.
So I got into a fight, and I got, like, poked in the forehead with someone's nail. And so...
So it was a cat fight.
I guess. I don't fight that way, but apparently other girls do. It's really annoying. Just close your hand. You know what I mean? But anyway, so...
Learn how to fight.
So I was outside then with all of my friends, and we were going to go to another club, a reggae club afterwards, after the show ended. But the band was outside, and one of the girls, which was friends with one of my friends, was like, oh my God, I want to get a picture with John Feldman or whatever. And so she called him over, and we did pictures. Oh, no. That's not what happened. We were outside, and then the dumb girl with the nail was like, that's the slut.
Let me at her.
And so John was like, who is the slut?
John.
And so, of course, he comes over to us. And so then my friends that was the big fan was taking pictures. So I have that first picture of us. And you know what's interesting? Is I don't see anything on my forehead, by the way. But John was like, what happened to your head? I was like, what?
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. But
that's cool to have a photo, though.
We do have the photo of the first night that we met.
That's crazy.
And John's like smoking a cigarette. It was weird. I'm like, you don't smoke.
It's weird.
I know. So anyway, so then we, so that's how I met him, and he kept wanting to talk to me because he thought I was a slut. You know what I mean?
Right.
And and then I was like, I gotta go, because if I don't go in 10 minutes, I won't be able to get into the next club, the reggae club. He goes, I want to go, but I need to shower off because I just played a show. And he goes, so it's literally like the club is here, and then 2 blocks over, which you can see the building, which is his hotel. He's like, I'm just running right there to go shower. Can you just please pick me up? I'm in room 526, whatever the room was. If I'm not down there, just call me. I'll come right down.
Wow.
And I was like, And so he took off, and I'm like, let's go.
Go to the club.
So we went to the reggae club, and then on the way back, I saw his hotel because my apartment building was literally right here.
Wow.
So Bermuda Triangle right here. And so I was like, oh, that poor guy. I totally ditched him. And I was like...
This is why John tells a very different story.
No, he does.
I can see that.
So I went to the hotel lobby where you can just use the phone, and I called his room because he told me the room number, and I was like, oh, hi, I just wanted to apologize for not picking you up. And he's like, talking to me, and he's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm downstairs. He's like, hold on. And then he came down, and then he kissed me. That was it.
Aww.
Do you know why that was it?
Why?
Think.
I don't know.
Think. Kisses me, and then, can we have breakfast in the morning? Like, sure. Here's my number. And then went back upstairs. Why?
Because he had another girl up there.
Yes.
So she was the actual slut. And that's why he married her.
Slut.
Wow. So then you actually went to breakfast with him?
I did. I didn't know at that time.
Right.
Later, it dawned on me.
Right.
Lucky for
Question.
him.
Yes.
Would you have gone up there if he asked you to?
No.
There you go. So who gives?
No, I totally don't care.
Right. No, but I'm
I don't
saying,
even
like,
care that the next night he begged me to go to see him at the Roseland in New York.
Right.
And I said I had to work. He's like, I don't care. Please come. And I took my friend Megan and we went up there and I was like, Darren, the drummer, I was like, where's John or whatever? He's like, oh, I'll go get him for you. And he comes out, he says hi to me and then disappears. And I was like, wow. What the hell? I just drove like an hour and a half up here. Like my hair is still wet from the shower.
Right.
But you didn't style it all beautiful.
And guess
for
what
him?
happened the second night?
He was with a girl?
Oh my God.
Wait.
Again.
I'm still trying to figure
I
out
didn't
why
know.
you are still hanging around.
We're going to chop all this out.
You are really going to have to cut this out. Okay, so
did I answer your
Rock star.
that's
But we weren't anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
it
I
wasn't-
just met him
Right,
and I was
you're
like,
not-
I don't know who you are.
Right.
And so, but great live show. It was fun and exciting.
Well, that's good. I mean, you're
Yeah.
here now, so.
Yeah. And then, you know,
he put a ring on it.
he did. And here I am in his studio
I
with
love
Mar
it.
and Phem.
I'm the other
love
girl. Okay.
Sister wives.
Aww.
Yes. So,
It's so funny, like, I always look at, like, Feldy or Josh Abraham, like, a few, like, older men that are, like, kind of, I look up to, and I'm like, they're always in these, like, marriages that look so awesome, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Goals. Like, I just, like, DM them, I'm just like, goals. Like, whenever they post, like, a photo of their wife or, like.
you're so cute.
I just love
That is
that.
sweet.
Like, just, like, seeing, like, families, you know?
Uh-huh.
And, like, their kids, and just, like, although there are these people on the outside, like, they still have, like, the normal family life thing happening. And I know, like, John will always talk about his kids and stuff. Like, I think it was, like, one of the last times I was here, he was like, oh, so hard today. Like, we got in a big fight in the car. It's like,
Who did?
I think he was saying you guys were trying to go to breakfast or something.
Oh.
And he was like, sometimes it's difficult because, like, the kids just want to be on their phones or something and not go to breakfast. And
it's
he's like,
also very hard to fight in a car because you can't go anywhere.
yeah. But it's very real, you know? It's just like, but you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's his family.
It is family.
And everyone's gotta
There are
eat.
challenges and,
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
And we have been together in one place for a long time.
yeah, but that's good.
So, Phem, so tell me about you. Are you in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship right now, no.
Okay. But you do have an ex-girlfriend
Yes.
that is here in the studio with us.
Yes, she's here in the
Mackenzie.
studio, and she is now, like, we're best friends. We work on everything together, but we did date for a period of time.
Oh, Mackenzie,
Yeah.
we
Another
come on?
reason.
Come on in,
Love you.
Mackenzie.
Come on, Mackenzie.
A period of time.
Yes. Just a
Double
little
period.
I won't ever tell you.
Period, yes, that does happen.
exclamation point.
That,
You just sync up at the same time.
Yep,
You either
yep.
sync
Oh,
up-
right now. We're doing it right now. We're syncing up.
Oh, well. I don't think we're talking about the same thing, okay, Amy?
Come over a little bit more.
Are you comfortable?
I'm great. I'm amazing.
I love
Sorry, I
Yes.
just touched your
Get out,
boob
you're not
and
in
I
here.
touched
I
your
know.
butt.
I kind of. I'm out of here. I guess I'm not in this threesome, okay? I want to be, but they didn't
okay,
invite me
so-
yet. I didn't get the invitation.
I think this show is gonna be like massive as fuck because it's
Well, this
just
might go viral.
it will.
It just might, and I'm glad that Amy's like half naked for it. Because,
I know we love
you
that.
know,
We love
I like that too.
We
Yeah.
I can
Amy
only-
show.
I can only
It's
wear a shirt like
It's
this. with you.
appropriate for the lesbian.
I think it kind of is.
Okay, so tell me, how did you guys meet?
She came up to me on the street.
Wait, is this another thing? Like it's
Wait, were you
everyone
the
has
slut?
a different
Somebody
story.
called you out for being
Yeah,
a slut.
someone
She's
called
like,
me a
I'm
slut,
gonna go.
and then she ran over and was like, "What?
Which one's a slut?
No, I will tell you what it is. I was walking. I had played a show at.
Sing or drum?
I was drumming for a friend, and I was walking to my car, and she was working at a restaurant, and she was cleaning up the tables outside, and I walked by, and I was like, "Fuck it." And so I just was like, hey, like, you look familiar. And she didn't look familiar. But I just
Like from my dreams.
yeah, and then she looked at me, and her eyes are, like, burning through my skull, and I was like, wow, like this girl has like beautiful eyes, and I thought she was kind of could be a little, I don't know, I was just in a funky mood, and then she looked at me and she's like, yeah, I've seen you on Tinder. And I was like, and then I looked at her and I was like, oh fuck, like we've matched. So we actually
You
had
were on Tinder.
and then I was like, oh yeah. And then like after we had exchanged hellos, I was like, okay, well, I don't know, then what happened?
Then you were like, I think then you actually did remember me.
I did.
Because then you were like asking me about like what was on my Tinder profile.
Yeah.
And then
And I had like abandoned Tinder. I think I was on for like a week and then I just like didn't open it again. But when I went back to it, I saw she had sent me like a wave.
No.
What's a wave?
Like a
You
hand.
sent me a wave and I wrote hi and then you didn't write
I
anything
never checked
back.
it again. I never even opened it again.
And then I was like, I think I
you
asked
thought-
you for your number or something, or vice versa. And then one of us was like, oh, I'll hit you up on Tinder. Like, it was just like so
It was
awkward.
so quick and like awkward, and I was like, this girl's gonna think I'm crazy because I'm just like appearing.
No.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Stalker.
It was also funny because she had like a hood on that was like this like really dramatic like wizard hood, and like her hair was in her face, and so like when she walked up to me, I was like, I like turned around and was like, who this? Like I was like, I maybe am like
Cousin
gonna
Nick?
get mugged right now. I'm like not really sure. And then she like took her hood off and everything, and I was like, oh. Hey, like you can mug me, it's fine.
Yeah, so that's how we met.
So wait a second.
like
How
it.
do you know when, because you were hitting on her, that she likes girls?
I mean,
I don't know. I honestly I didn't know. I just looked at her and I was like, you look like a cool lesbian that would never like me. So therefore I'm gonna humiliate myself and say hi to you.
And so, were you already like, you know,
Yeah.
into girls?
I've
so that
always
wasn't-
kind of been
okay.
into girls first and foremost before.
Have you ever been with a guy?
Yeah, I have now.
And
but
that's what turned you off.
and
I don't
that's
want to
what
see
made
that.
you gay.
Yeah.
Right?
no, I don't know. I just realized I was gay like at a young age. I just always liked girls, but I think I just never admitted it to myself. And then one day I was like, no, it can't be. I am. Like in my head I was just like, whoa, like that is what's happening. And it like blew my mind, but then I was like, fuck yeah. Like I felt like power from that. And then dated, you know, a few different girls here and there. Had one relationship before her with a girl that was kind of like toxic as fuck. So that also kind of was scary, but Mackenzie's like an angel, so.
And Mackenzie, have you been with a guy before?
In high school, yeah. When I was like dating boys so that no one looked at me and like knew that I was gay.
But you knew.
Yeah.
After being with them?
No, she always.
Or probably knew
I
before.
always knew, but I like kind of fought it.
Okay.
And
'Cause
dated
I'm not-
guys to kind of
Like, yeah, just
Deflect.
blend in. I'm not really from a place that's like super welcoming to like anyone who's different in
Where are you
any
from?
way. Like Arrowhead.
okay.
It's like a very like, it seems like it's a very like liberal town, but it's really just like a bunch of conservative hippies.
Okay.
And
She
so,
knows what that is.
yeah.
Not conservative, but hippie, yes.
The hippie part.
Yeah. So it's like you think that like everything will be fine, and then like and then also like in high school, kids are just
They're
like,
bullied.
evil.
Mean, yeah.
So I like held off for a while, and then I think when I was 19, I met my first girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, well,
Okay.
I guess I'll just
And-
do it.
Right. Okay. So then, have you guys ever hit on a girl that wasn't gay?
Ugh. I mean, now we deal with so many girls. Like,
Right. It's
not like, oh, all these girls like me, but it's just like, I think because people know I'm queer, they're like,
Oh, so
But
much.
what's the
let
difference
me
between?
try it. And I'm like, eh.
Well, I have questions because there's so many different names now.
Right.
Like, what's the
Yeah.
difference between lesbian, gay, queer?
I think queer is just a great term because it's just like, for me, I consider myself a pansexual. I like someone based on their personality.
Is that what that is?
What if it's a guy?
Then
It's the
if-
personality.
it's just
yeah.
the personality. Yeah.
I've realized that it's not really a gender thing. Like, I've dated enough women, I've been with some dudes, and it's just people.
Okay, so queer is
Just all encompassing, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard.
queer's a kind of thing that's just like, I don't know, like, I don't call myself queer, But
you'll never date a guy ever again.
no, but I'm not sure if that's what queer is. I think queer is just like I'll be like, yeah, I'm queer, but like that's not what I'm like.
What do you say then? Lesbian.
Like, well, like I'm a dyke.
That's another one I forgot about.
I know. And so that's not like something that's too strong of a word.
For me,
Like,
no.
okay.
I don't personally.
Because
think
you
so.
like that kind of like more like, okay, I'm in control here.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think there's.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many
own
like
it, though. That's
subgenres of.
There's subgenres.
There,
Like music.
It's literally like, it's just this like web of like different shit, and you kind of just like find where you fit in. You know? Like, I think you kind of just like take on something that you think you can like identify with.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not like I think I know femmes that will call themselves a dyke, and like it's not really
Femmes meaning like more feminine.
Not you.
Women. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's part of the name too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I think that's the beauty in like the gay community is you could just like fit where you want.
And as you grow too, like learning more about yourself, you can kind
Yeah.
of get clear on that too.
Yeah, totally.
I know there's so many names nowadays, and it's like some are politically correct and some aren't, and it's like I never know what to say anymore. I feel like it always changes. So, but that's interesting. You know, you both kind of identify yourselves as different names.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys dated for how long?
A few years.
It's very vague. Okay, I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm
not
just
giving
not
much
saying
up
it
here.
because she's not saying it.
A few years. I mean, we
I'm not
had
going to say it either.
we had
I
moments.
know, but
We had moments where we broke up for a little while and got back together.
Okay.
I would go on tour.
and be a whore. No, I'm just kidding.
I would.
Slut. Mara,
Sorry.
you
Yeah.
used the
Ride
C
with
word.
tour. Okay.
But,
Okay.
but we are family and our bond is so strong, and my mom fucks with her heavy, and that's how I
Wait, what do you mean?
My mom loves her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love that you guys
no.
you had that relationship and then you
Strange way to explain it.
yeah, I love it. But you stayed friends and now you're even stronger because now you have this
Yeah.
friendship that's unbreakable.
Exactly.
So no like breakup is gonna break this.
Exactly. Whereas, like, you know, that to me is the ultimate relationship. Is like you cross boundaries of like sexual things, and just our like friendship to me is like the purest form of relationships.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
So, and we're creative together. We get to make art together. She helps with all my creative, and so it's like an elevated form of connection that's like has nothing to do with your bodies. It's like so tight to me.
Right.
I know. I'm seeing all your tattoos, and are those teeth?
Yes.
What does it mean?
I just like teeth.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. There's like, I'm like oddly attracted to teeth
Okay.
for some reason.
You have really
You
nice
really
teeth.
like her.
Oh.
I was just gonna say,
My
Amy
super
is like,
smile.
Oh, you guys have like really
I'll be on the
beautiful
show if I can be closer to your teeth. Okay?
You have really nice teeth.
teeth. Yeah.
She's like, thank you. Is that what we're calling them these days? I'm a little out of touch.
No, it is like a thing for me.
Teeth.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you have nice
interesting.
teeth.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Right?
And let me see your teeth.
Femme has nice teeth.
Oh, now I see what the
Yeah.
connection is. She's like,
You see
hi.
eyes, you see teeth.
Yeah.
She's like, all of your Tinder photos, I couldn't get over your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, right?
What are the requirements to
Yeah,
have nice
it's
teeth?
Sadly,
That's good.
pretty true.
And
Yeah,
then
but
see
you know-
mama. So are you close to your mom?
It's actually Mama tried.
Oh,
I see that.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much.
I mean, I love Merle Haggard, but also, you know, my mom tried.
At least
her
you
hardest.
tried. I
She
mean, at least you
tried.
tried.
That is so interesting. I only
Yeah.
saw the one hand.
I know. Thank you, Amy, for pointing that out. I was more intrigued by the holding of the hands.
Yeah, it's
That's
just two
very
girls.
sexy to me, and like,
Thank you.
yeah, like a total connection right there.
This tattoo is dedicated to me. That was got. That
What,
had
do you
been
want
gotten.
that one dedicated to you?
Yes.
Yes.
It says sad girl for anyone who's looking with a broken heart.
Well,
And she's poor boy. Boy, B-O-I
B-O-I.
is a term for like a
for like a me,
whatever.
like a butchy lesbian,
Is that like boy?
Oh.
or yeah,
We're learning
Almost.
a lot.
yeah.
That's like a hip hop
We
boy.
can float all these words by, like get everyone like
No, we're gonna have our own dictionary actually when we finish this, and it's not a dictionary, okay?
To do with that.
So dirty all the time.
Wait, you are the one who starts it. You realize that, right? Okay.
No, I don't.
First of all, you called yourself a slut, so I'm just gonna start
No,
there.
someone else is calling me that.
Yeah, but you were kind of like owning it, so I like that about you.
Oh, whatever.
Oh no.
Because I wasn't.
Own it.
Yes. Own who you are, always.
Exactly. But you're not a tattoo artist. I know you're an artist,
No.
but you do design your own tattoos.
I have done a couple on myself, like stick and pokes, which are
You
fun.
have?
Yeah,
They're
I
fun?
did. That one
Someone's daughter did one before. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was permanent.
So really, you're gonna go ahead and call out my daughter on the podcast? That's nice.
That's the first time
That's
I've ever
very
heard of
nice.
it before. It's
Yeah,
from
it was the first.
you.
Well, it was the first time I had heard about it too, and apparently it's a thing. So
Yeah.
FYI for all y'all daughters who say we're going to Michael's to get a.
Stick and poke.
I know it wasn't a stick and poke. It was
Yeah, they
something
explain
that
it
was like an
differently.
ink. It was just like, oh, it's a temporary tattoo. We're just gonna henna. It's a henna tattoo. Okay, Mom, it's a henna tattoo. Can you please take us to Michael's? I'm like, sure, honey. And then
All
she
the supplies you need at Michael's.
And apparently she's like, I don't know. There's like a needle involved. I'm like, you realize
What's
that's
that
a prison
voice?
tattoo.
Yeah.
My daughter has a prison tattoo. Okay?
Yeah.
That is what that is.
Yeah.
And it's still there. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say which daughter.
Your older daughter.
Yes, thank you. Since my younger one just started middle school, so yeah. At least
Yeah.
the other one's in high school.
Yeah.
We won't say
So
when
anyway,
she
I know
got
what
it.
that is because of her.
Yes.
They're fun. When
Apparently
you're
they are.
of age.
Yes.
Of course.
When is that
Of
age,
course.
actually? Because
Apparently yours is 10.
When you're
Imagine, dude.
wow.
10-year-olds,
Okay.
like,
Now we
10-year-olds
know
with, like,
how
pigtails
old she
on,
was.
like,
I was trying to say
let's
she was in high
tattoo.
school, but now we know.
no.
Was she?
No, she wasn't.
I know.
So all the dirt is. Sorry, I mean.
And Mackenzie.
What?
Sorry,
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Yeah.
Sorry, Mackenzie.
I'm really glad Mackenzie's on the show today because
Yeah.
you totally brought up something about No, here's the thing though. My husband, because he has like the full sleeve, he's the tattoos. I was like, I'm gonna get my belly button pierced. Yeah, so that's what I did because he was
Ooh.
like, get a tattoo, and I was like,
Do you have any or no?
no, I don't have any tattoos, but I did belly button, back when I was like young and like
Yeah,
had the
yeah, yeah.
stomach for it, and then I got pregnant. And I was like, okay,
Belly
take that,
button?
baby.
Is it called belly button?
I don't know, belly piercing,
Belly
whatever.
button ring?
Okay, belly button ring. I got my belly button pierced.
There you go.
Okay, but now all my kids are like, Mom, get another one. So I had to like get
No, you
fly.
didn't.
Yeah, I was like, I
I
gotta
told you
get my
not
stomach
to.
flat.
I told you not to do it.
I got my stomach flat?
No, I know that part, but you didn't pierce it, did you?
Not yet.
Oh my God, Mara.
We might do that actually on film. I think I might actually do like a live.
You should just like
Because I have a
Do it.
scar already.
Fine, I'll do
I have
it.
a lot of nature's tattoos.
Do it.
I'll do it.
What? Amy is gonna do it?
5 T's and I'll do it.
Wait, witnesses. Are you gonna be there? Because
guys
this
should
is
do it
actually
here.
We should do. Well, I was gonna say we would go.
You're okay with throw up, right?
As long as you're getting your belly button pierced, I will
I'm not
put
getting
up.
mine pierced. I said I'll do yours.
What?
What
You're
can I
not
get?
putting one on me.
Oh my God, have a
You're
piercing
doing
episode.
yours.
Have a piercing episode.
then we'll be
Piercing
Yes,
episode.
you should. I totally 100% agree. So that's why I was like, I already have the scar. And my tattoos, because I surfed young on reefs, so I call them nature's tattoos.
Aw.
That's my scars.
Aw.
Because I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
So I have enough tattoos already. All the scars on my legs.
Aw.
So I got the belly button pierced, and now that's my daughter. So
Did it
like,
rip out?
no, I took it out,
Oh, okay.
pregnancy.
and now I have a scar. So should it be a scar or another piercing? I know you reminded me I'm not showing up.
your stomach
They
anyway.
usually like don't fully close up. Like they'll close up like on the inside.
I
but like
think-
you can re-pierce them pretty easy.
I think it's gonna.
All
But
right,
that
we'll
was
find out
like
soon.
15 years ago.
You'd be surprised.
Probably a lot of scar tissue there.
There might be. Yes, it's gonna happen. Now that you guys have talked about it, now I have to do
Hey,
it.
great.
You
Thanks,
do.
guys.
Now I'm
Talking her
gonna
under
do it.
that.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's been trying to talk me out of it. I'm trying to get crazy up in here.
You're always crazy up in here.
I know.
do.
It's
All
more
right.
fun.
Well, Mackenzie, thank you for joining us.
Yes, of course.
I think we're
Yes,
going to
thank
see
you
you
for joining
soon.
us.
Thank you.
I guess you guys will be back for the audience when I'm piercing Mara's.
When Amy's getting her belly button pierced, you'll be back.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching and listening. I'm Amy Feldman.
I'm Mara Allen.
I'm Phem.
I'm a Spun Boy.
Nice. Thank you. Bye.